Greetings, tiny people in the machine. Greetings. 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 I am Cheeky Bugger, the umpteenth, the oldest fairy in the ridiculous clan. And today I have captured a human body, such as you see. And I is going to show you tiny people hiding in the machine like nobody knows you're there, but they do. And I am going to hijack it and create fairy food with the human kitchen. So exciting. Look what I have. I got a big bowl full of wild dandelions. Dandelion leaves make the goodest fairy food. What I'm going to do with these is a couple of things. I'm going to make what humans call a pesto. Pesto means a paste. It's goo in fairy. We call pesto goo. We're going to make green goo for the pesto. This guy, the dandelions, is the best if you pick it where it isn't being peed upon by the puppies. Sometimes you like to have a peed upon things if you're of that mindset. And there's definitely some kinds of fairies that like to eat pissed upon things. Yeah, there is. But most of us, we don't like the puppy pee on the food. So what we're going to, if you can't stand over the top of your patch of dandelions, because they're all over the field, you can't be in every one of them. So if you can't stand by them, what you got to do is stick them under running water. And if you don't got a stream in your house like I normally do when I'm in my normal body, then what you got to do is stick on a human tap. They have human taps. I'm going to show you a human tap. So, without further ado, we're going to make fairy goo for the human, and then we're going to leave, and then she going to be stuck eating fairy food, and then she going to become part fairy. Because if a human being eats the fairy food, they become part fairy, and then they stop being a dink. That's what you want. No more human dinkins. Because human dinkins, they spray things and they chop up things that is not supposed to be chopped up. You're not supposed to chop up on a big coo. Don't chop the coos. The coos are meant to go wandering round the field, chewing things up. I'm a coo. I have big, beautiful, cool eyes, and I like staring at the fence. That's what coos are for. The coos are for the starings. The coos are not for the chomping upons. So we're gonna make a fairy goo and get rid of the dinkin, because the dinkin don't belong in the planet Earth. The planet Earth belong in the fairy. The planet Earth belong in the fairy. Now, I's cleaning up the human being's kitchen. It is messy, like a Mesopotamian. So, caca, poopy. So we fix it. Then you know what? I get to play with all the things she got. She's got gizmos. She's got the machines. And they make noise. Rah! You're gonna feed. Look what I found. This was some fabulous fairy food, and I found it in a human being's kitchen. Gonna use that. Ooh, look what else I found. More fairy food in the human's kitchen. Gonna use this stuff. This is called garlic meat. That's what we're gonna use. The camera. See that? That's a lemon that's moldy. It's on its way back to planet Earth. So we don't want to use that, because even though the human can be the dink, we don't want to poison them to death like sometimes they like to poison us. But we found these most beauteous lemons. Look at that. They fit kind of nicely. We're going to use dozens. So something what you gotta know about the garlicums is you gotta speak to them very nicely, because they're the garlicums. And then you do the following. You hit them with the hammer. They like that. So while I am mushing the garlic, I'm peeling off the little pieces of skin from them, the paper, which we fairies make the books from. And while I'm peeling them, I just want to tell you something about dandelions. Many people find that dandelions are bitter. But dandelions are very good for bitter people. Because when people are bitter, inside their body, there's this weird lump. It's called a liver. And when they are mean and bitter and crusty, and they have dust that will not undo, they become little balls of nasty wax. And the dandelion, bitter, helps to get rid of bitter people's bitter. That's what nature do, to make a cure. It treat bitter with bitter. But we put in the garlic, and this brings sweet. Some people don't think garlic is sweet, but it's too bad. I put it in 5 cloves of garlic, but we have a whole mess of dandelion leaves. Now, one more thing I want to say about dandelions. Dandelions, every single part of them is good for you, even if you're not bitter. The flowers are very, very sweet. You can take in the sunshine, not in the rain time, but in the sunshine when the flowers is open. You can go and collect all the flowers before they is going to seed. And then you put them in, well, at home we would put them in a bag, make garlic skin. But since you be a human being, I think that what you want to do is stick them in a brown paper bag. In a brown paper bag, you put your heads of dandelions and let them dry. Dry. Then, in the wintertime, when you're feeling, I don't wanna, then you take a dandelion and put hot waters on them and then drink that stuff with some honey of the bee. The bee's honey. There's the most best kind. There's other kind of honey we don't want us. I'll tell you about that some other time. Now I'm going to stick those in the human machine.